Okay, week 13. It's all about what's happened in the last week, what's happening in the week going forward, and my update for my rebooted weight loss journey. So week 13. My name is Mark and I'm here to help you live a better, healthier life. My goal is to help as many people as I can get into shape and improve their quality of life. Now, if this is your first time here and you want to learn more about practical and effective ways to improve your health, your fitness and your overall wellness, or if you're just interested in expanding your knowledge about fitness and nutrition, start now by hitting the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos ever again. And now, without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so accountability, where are we this week? So last week was 128.6 kilograms, which is 283.5 pounds. And I'm pleased to say this week is 128 kilograms, which is 282 pounds. So around about £1.5 pounds. Given that my aim is between £1 and £2, £1.5 is right where I'm after. So that was a great week, despite it being not the best week. What I mean by that is the weather's got better, so I've got 2 or 3 walks in this week with the dogs of 5 or more kilometers up into the hills, which I've really enjoyed, and I think the dogs have too. The snow and the ice has gone. We're up to into the plus numbers now in terms of temperature, so that was both good for my mental health and also probably from the dogs too. But it's also been a week where I haven't eaten very well this week. My wife has been having a couple of operations and has been readmitted to hospital now, so my diet has not been good this week, and I admit that. So I have to say I'm really quite surprised and quite pleased with the £1.5 pounds. So yeah, really good in terms of the weight piece. The diet's been atrocious. We've had 2 takeaways this week. It's not been good. Obviously, when you're not feeling very well, you eat comfort food. My wife's comfort food is basically chicken and chips. So we've had, like I said, a couple of those this week. She's on the mend. So before anybody jumps up and down, she is on the mend, but she's got a little bit of an infection. So she's been back in hospital today. So I'm going to take it as a surprise win this week, because having had a couple of takeaways this week, I didn't think I'd be negative at all. So £1.5 pounds. I'm really very happy with that, and I will try and eat well while I can. I just can't order a takeaway for my wife and not eat some. I know that's really bad, but it is what it is. So accountability, 283.5 pounds last week, 282 pounds this week. A good couple of walks up in the hills, which has been fantastic for everybody, I think. So that's been really good. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy this week. £1.5 pounds, right in between where I'm wanting to be, and yeah, feeling good about it. So yeah, happy. Okay, so the week ahead. I'm not sure how it's going to go this week. I'm not sure when my wife will be back from the hospital. I should find out later on today. She's only gone in this morning. Obviously, while she's not here, I will do my best to eat healthy and all the rest of it. But when she does get back home, we will get her whatever she wants. So I make no promises for my diet this week. In terms of actual fitness and getting up off my behind and doing things, she's not able to walk the dogs or anything, so all of that will be me this week, which is probably good for me. Probably not so good for my wife, because she does like a walk with the dogs. So given that it's getting a little bit lighter in the mornings, sunrise is about 7:30. The plan this week is to change things around a little bit. I'm going to go for a long dog walk up the hill with the dogs in the morning before work, which should be good for me. I do like that. It's my preferred way of doing it. But I'm going to try and keep the yoga and everything else going, but do that in the evening after work, but before I finish for the day. So that is the plan going forward this week. So a bit more activity, probably not so good on the food. So we'll just see how this week goes, to be brutally honest. I'd love to say I'd love to say that I was going to eat fantastically healthy while we're away, and my wife may well decide that she wants healthy food, at which point we're on a winner. But if she decides she wants a takeaway or some sort of less than healthy food when she's recovering as comfort food, she's going to get it. And I know myself, I'm not going to be able to eat healthy while she's having something that smells and looks fantastic. So just being honest with it, this week could go either way, and I will give you an update next week when I have to look at the camera and say my weight is. But I'm going to take the win from this week and just think to myself that the main thing this week is being there for my wife and doing whatever's required, and I'll pay the price if I have to pay the price next week, in both embarrassment talking to you guys and also having to put in more work to shift anything I put on. So that's where we are. Walking early in the morning again, I'm actually looking forward to that. I've missed it over the past few weeks of ice and snow. It's both not icy and snowy and light enough in the morning to go before work, which means what I normally do at the weekends with that big dog walk will be easier to do before work. So I'm actually really happy about that, and we can get back to what is my normal routine for most of the year. So that is my week ahead. That's where we are. 1.5 pounds lost in this last week. I still have no idea how, but I'm taking it as a win. We've got this week to get through in terms of my wife's recovery and whatever needs to be done for that. And we'll keep on going forward. So it is a journey. It is a marathon, not a sprint. I've said that often enough. And I know that this week will be a little bit of a struggle. So that's my week ahead. Concentrate on the bits I can. I know I can focus on in terms of the activity. Just realise that I won't go overboard. I'll try and find a healthier option, but I probably will be eating at least a couple of takeaways in the next week, and we'll see how far we get. So thank you for continuing your support. Thank you for all the comments. Those have been fantastic and really encouraging, and I've even started watching a few other videos from other people to see if I can get any ideas, if they're doing anything that would work for me, which is awesome. So thank you very much for watching along, and I will see you in the next video.